1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mudblood podcast. I'm William Thompson.
Joined Paddy McDonald.
Yeah! Welcome back to another episode. Before we start, just have to give a shout out to our wonderful, beautiful sponsors at Manscaped.
Who?
Manscaped.
Who?
Manscaped, because I've been saying it wrong, apparently.
I know, I've been telling you. Like, I can go back and the fans will tell you. I was going, you're saying it wrong. And you're like, no, you said it wrong all the time. I go, no, you're saying it wrong.
We're going to get a compilation now of every time I've said it wrong.
Manscaped.
Manscaped.
Not Manscaped.
Manscaped with an ED.
At the back.
The only place to shave your D for a smooth day, for a lovely day, for a summer's day. Go to Manscaped. You get the ball razor. You get the ball toner.
You don't get a D razor.
You know, yeah, don't shave your D. Why have you got a hairy D? Do you have a hairy
You
D?
did say that you were going to shave your D there. That's why I said.
Yeah. Well, you get some hairs up it, like just a little bit, you know. There's no one else, or have I just got a dick like a kiwi?
You've a dick like a fucking werewolf by the sound. Does it hurl at the moon?
No, but it growls and foams.
Oh dear.
But if you need to shave it, you get the ball deodorant, you get the ball toner, you have lovely smelling balls.
You get a wee bag and all, you can take it with you.
You get a bag for your bag.
Yeah.
You actually do get a wee travel bag.
Yeah, a wee travel bag, and
Yeah.
you can take it wherever you want.
Yeah, if you want to go out to the park on a lovely summer's day, set a wee
shave your
picnic and
bollocks.
shave your bollocks. Manscaped.
Yeah.
And we can help you out. Mudblood 20 gets you 20% off your Manscaped products. We're here, we say it every week, but every week we get messages, people being like, I tried it. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's just say that the women are loving not having hairy mouse anymore.
Exactly. You know, your wife's not sitting at the table going,
Or your girlfriend.
yeah. Or your boyfriend if you're so inclined.
No, your boyfriend.
Or all three. Or all three if you're a big hooer. Manscaped. Mudblood 20. How are you, Patrick?
I'm grand, how are you?
I'm very good. A wee bit tired, a wee bit stiff today. Like, you know,
Were you feeling down
muscles-wise,
there?
like,
Were you feeling me on the table there?
welcome to the Mudblood podcast. I'm erect.
I'm a wee bit stiff.
Come and get closer.
No
to
thank you, no thank you.
No, I'm tired. I was travelling this week, so I'm only
You're
back.
a traveller?
Yeah, I'm a wee traveller this week.
You're a traveller?
But I was on a Brits Airways plane.
Oh dear.
That was the most Protestant I've ever been. Tell you what.
In fairness, pretty nice.
Fuck EasyJet from now on.
Pretty nice way to travel.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
There's Wi-Fi on the plane. We've got wee charging ports for your phone and shit to give you a free bag of crisps.
Yeah.
Lovely.
You really are like at the depths in fucking EasyJet Ryanair. And that's not going to Flybe.
Oh,
Which
God.
is technically a black taxi with wings.
Flybe is the only plane that needs push started. Like,
I've been on trains in fucking London that were better than Flybe. I swear to fuck.
yeah, at those planes you get on, you just look about, and you're like, this plane's gonna smell terrible.
Yeah.
Like everyone's just a big sweaty bastard on it.
People with goats and everything on the
it's
plane.
horrendous. Like,
It is.
But on British Airways, because it was paid for me, I didn't book it because I'm a cheap cunt when I fly. But it's lovely you get wee curtains and all, so you can pull over your
have
wee
a wank.
section. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's two other people sat beside you. Like, you can't just beat off.
But at least you're only doing it in front of two.
Yeah, they're helping.
You obviously get away with that though.
No, I don't get away with wanking on planes, man.
No.
No.
Could you not pull the card out and go?
No, I can't go, I have a
What is the
I have a mobile disability, so I'm going to have a wank here, lads.
what is the most you think you could get away with?
It's alright, lads. I'm dyslexic.
What is the most you think you can get away with?
I think
because people send in stuff all the time, like, well, it'd be that fucking mob wallpaper. It was put up not by us.
Yeah,
but
well,
everybody
by
thought
me.
it was right. Till like I was at Tato Park yesterday, and I put up my story, and I got messages saying you should have took Willie with you because the queues are massive.
that I do get away with.
Yes.
I can skip queues.
Because I'm actually thinking about booking Florida here, and I want to know your dates
Bring
and
me
your
with-
availability. It's well worth it, like.
Yeah, I'd go to. Yeah, I can skip queue. Anything that really involves standing or movement, I get like a little, I'll get a little bit of help. But that's it. There's, I can't just go in and like fucking like grab people's tits or whatever. and be
Truthfully,
like,
were
disabled.
you ever involved in the Orange Parade?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 100%. I used to
Did
march
you
with the
get-
corporate star.
Did you get any help, or did they have like a chair at the back just in case you needed it, or
Chair at the back of a march.
like
Just
a-
leave me
a
there.
wheelchair on top of it? Like, how did they prepare for, like, well, he's tired.
I used to sit, the wee car that goes in the front with all the old men who are like 90, but they wouldn't miss a 12th.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? I'd sit in with them, but I'd get shouted at for sitting in it too long.
Right.
Because they're
So you'd be in
disabled
there-
or not, you have to
You'd be
march
in there getting Ballock Warm Weller originals from the Outlaws, were you?
Yeah, I used to sit in the back.
Remember my day, there was no car at the front of the parade. You just had to get on with it.
Cunts who were at the actual Boyne being like, wouldn't have this back in my day. I used to sit in the back, so they'd have the boot open,
Yes.
and I used to sit in the boot.
Right.
And like sit and trail my shoes along the back of the fucking road and come in with
Put
stinking
the
shoes.
wee disabled lad in the boot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to sit and drink all the Coke that was in the back, but I didn't realise at the time everyone was filling their fucking 10 glasses into the bottle of Coke. So see when you see someone marching in a parade, they're taking a big swig out of a bottle. They're just drinking vodka.
I had a fair idea. That's
Yeah,
what to do,
right.
yeah.
But just for those who don't know, just shout and saying over to Sean.
Yeah.
But I used to like sip it, be like, oh, that one's full of vodka, and do it to about 10 of them, all full of vodka. And you'd think I'd realise after 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, there's got to be one in there.
So
that's
you were
alright.
well. Let the
I was fucking
by the
hammered.
time you got the field.
But nah, yeah, I can't remember when I stopped marching. Never played an instrument. They never gave me anything to carry. They gave me the banner once, and I fucking near broke it. So that took it off me. I wasn't allowed it again.
So you were just part of the troop, but you weren't.
Nah, I was just walking. Like, yeah.
So they genuinely did just have you to get like grant money and stuff.
Not even grant money. I think they were just like, "Okay, wants to do it. Let him try.
Let him in.
Let him try."
Well, I suppose one of them things. If your mates were all doing it, I suppose that's
It was all that it wasn't so much mates.
cousins.
It was family.
aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Family were doing it.
Yeah.
So you go
You were
and do
made
it.
to do it?
Yeah. Because I don't even really. I go to the 11th more than I go to the 12th.
Two separate things.
Yeah, they are
for
completely
people
different.
that don't understand.
Yeah, the 11th is a bonfire, and then the 12th is the march the next day.
Yeah.
Now, some people do double up. They do both. Your more 12th purists won't be out at the bonfire because they know they'll be wrecked the next day. Do you know what I mean? But the 12th I haven't been to. I might go to it this year.
They
Shoot a
want
wee
to get
video.
up and have a fry.
A fry. Yeah, you have to be down at the fucking lodge
Have
for
all
like
your stuff
7, 8.
ironed and sitting on the end of the bed ready to go.
Yep. See, the walk there is the shit one. That's the boring walk.
Yeah.
Because you walk to the field, at least in Belfast, don't know how it goes anywhere else. You walk to a big field and then you walk back. The walk there is quite boring. Everyone's well behaved. But when they get to the field,
And everyone
that's when they
gets-
start firing a drink in them.
Yes.
And the walk home's fucking mental. There's a cunt with a sword just swinging it. Like, it's fucking brilliant. The walk home's brilliant.
Yeah.
Because you're just pissed.
Just not get taxis.
Nah.
Walk home.
The walk home, especially when you're coming down, is it Tate's Avenues, the end bit?
Right, okay.
That's fucking class. That's when everyone's been. That's when the only people out watching it are the cunts who have been there all day. It's just streets full of fucking hammered people.
Right, okay.
It's
That's when
fantastic.
bits and pieces get fucking winged out
Yeah.
and they go mental.
I said that I was speaking to someone who was a Catholic and they didn't realise. They were like, oh, I quite like Clubland. And I'm like, see, you are prod. That's because we spoke about this, but I said this. I was like, prods play Clubland at their funeral.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? My ma was buried, the superstar by Love Inc.
MC brought in.
You know what I mean? Coffin was going down. It was doot, 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 doot. You're there all sad, but you're like, fucking tune that.
Well, Fenians sort of wait until they're in the ground and then they go, right, now we'll go and beat the bollocks out of each other and get fucking lit party.
Catholic, you know, I've been to one. They're dead fucking weird. There's a lot of like rituals and shit you do.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? You're up, you're down, you're fucking singing hymns. They're passing out fucking bread. It's weird.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you're like, Catholics are used to it and they're like, oh, you know where you're at with the Catholic funeral? Go to one if you've never been a Catholic. Fucking insane.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue.
Well, there's some that'll be similar to that. Like Church of Ireland's obviously similar to that, isn't it?
I'm not familiar with the Church of Ireland.
So I think they'd be very similar to the Catholic burial, like
What would they do?
something similar. Maybe not all of it, but in the Catholic Church it's a sacrament. It's one of the sacraments, so that's why there's all that like throwing water over the coffin and smoking around it, and
Smoking around
there
it?
was vaping happening well before vapes came out.
Oh, is it like they've got smoke and they're like swinging it over? I thought there
And
was,
a big
I
incense,
thought it was
like-
20 people smoking rollies over the coffin. I was like,
There's
what
nah,
the
it's
fuck?
just a priest with a big vapor.
all the priests are passing a blunt just over your body.
used to smell like fucking insects. That smells like bubblegum and fucking And today we're here for the Rock Room Master, Padraig McGillah.
Everyone's just sharing a shisha. Strawberry cheesecake, that's lovely.
Any oil.
I'd imagine you've been to, your fair share of Catholic funerals. Have you ever been to one where it's just been fucked up. Like someone's dropped the coffin,
Oh, mate,
or someone's been hammered too early.
I went the one of a friend of mine who died, right, which was bad.
A friend of yours who died, for any of those who didn't hear him, because your hand is right over your mouth.
A friend of mine died. He was knocked down. A school friend. He was knocked down, and it was horrific. He had a horrific death, and when he was getting buried, I remember the day. It was really like lashing rain, cold, and it's a young person that's dead, so
it's especially sad.
Different sort of atmosphere. And we got outside the chapel, and the chapel had big steps, which were all tiled, like smooth tiles. And his granny slipped and flew down. Like, this isn't even funny. Like, it's not.
It's not funny.
She flew down the steps and smashed her head open. Like, it was like, and I don't know what ended up. I know she was in hospital for weeks after that. But just outside the funeral for that, like, they were taking the coffin out, and his granny fell and smashed her head. Like, it was horrific. And it was a real bad one. So that was like a real, like, fuck me, like, bad funeral.
Yeah. I'm not laughing. It's just I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
It just took
No,
me
you wanted
laughing.
a funny story.
I thought I was going to get a funny story. You just told me a granny's injured.
You asked me about a horrific one, and that was probably horrific.
Yeah. I thought you were going to do your usual thing of, like, someone slips the priest like a fucking E or something.
No. Not. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been at funerals of, like, mates and stuff like that there, and we've sort of, but not really anything really mental that way. You know, like a funny thing.
Yeah, so. It's the one play, like, I always, and this is so fucked up, I get giggly at funerals.
I can get like that too.
Because and people think you're being a dick and you're laughing at something. It's not. I think you'd be the same. I can't really process when something's too serious.
Yes.
So my body is immediately going, think of something weird, and I'll giggle.
I was talking about it the other day, and when I worked in the black taxis, there was a guy I got right and friendly with, an older man, and he was called the man in the suitcase, right? Because he used to get through it all the time. So he used to keep a suitcase in the back of a taxi. And
that sounds like a Coldplay album.
So that's what he was called, but he'd been off for like 2 weeks and I hadn't seen him. And next minute he turned up, and we used to stand at like the Springfield corner beside the Royal Hospital there. And that was like an illegal depot of ours. We would have stopped there and picked up people at schools there and stuff like that. And he pulled in, it was just me and him, and he got out, and I was like, well, I haven't seen you in weeks, what's happening? And he says, well, not good, Paddy. And I was like, why, what's the matter? And he says, I was at the doctor's, and basically I have cancer, and it's not looking good for me. And I didn't know what. I was quite fond of this man, really liked him, and I don't know why, but I turned around and I says, what's the tires like in your taxi? And he fucking flipped, and he jumped in his taxi and away he went. And I fucking felt really shit. Do you know one of them ones you do something and you're like, I feel fucking
terrible about it.
I phoned Andrew and I was sitting in the house and I was like, I feel fucking work. I can't even work here. I'm fucking, my head's melted now. I said that. I don't know what to do. Should I go up to this house or whatever? So about 4 o'clock that afternoon, say it happened at about 11 o'clock or something, I got a phone call from him and he's like, you better come up to the house. And I was like, why, what's the matter? And he says, my daughters want to have a word with you. And I was like, oh fuck, like what am I getting up to here? Really, that sicky feeling in your throat walking into this house. Yeah. And I walked in and he was just sitting there and his daughters were all standing like in the kitchen sort of looking in, and he was like, sit down there. And his wife came in and I didn't know where to look. I was fucking just looking at the ceiling. I was going, I ain't going to get my bollocks knocked in here or something. I don't know what's going on. But I just felt sick. I was like, and he says, just shush and listen. He says, nah, 2 weeks ago I got told I had cancer and wasn't good and all that there. We've all been, he says, I wasn't able to work and everybody's been crying and we're all this. And he says, and then advanced day, he says, you have to get to work, Daddy, and get out and get your mind all clear. And he says, and I went down and I said to you, mentioned to you about it. You're the first person that I met and told you, and you came off that comment. He says, it fucking done my head in. I was raging and I came up here and I was all annoyed, and I phoned my daughters, phoned my wife, and everybody came up and they were going, that's a bastard, Dad, and all. And I was sitting there going, oh fuck. And then he looked at one daughter and he says, but then she was sitting there, she came in from work and she says, what did he say? And I told her. She started fucking laughing. He says, and then we all started laughing, and he says, so we all sort of went, fuck, that's the first we've laughed in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank fuck. I shit myself. But then it made them laugh. So
Yeah.
it was one of them ones. But I can do things like that. I remember another one. There was a girl she says there's a bee in the back of your taxi and it's found a wee hole and it's down in the wee hole there and I can't get at it. And I made a stupid comment. Something like, fucking...
Can I get in your hole?
No. It was more like, fuck, I'm sure it's not the first wee buzzy thing that's found its way in the hole. Something like that.
Aye.
And your woman didn't take it too fucking well. So there's times when you're a comedian and you say things and it's like...
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't say them at that stage, but I've seen me at funerals like having the lad on him crying.
Yeah.
But I'm actually...
But your shoulders are like bouncing and they're like, Paddy's taking that awful hard.
I know, I didn't think he really knew him. Do you know what I mean? It was like... But you're like... But I remember being at a funeral of a man's wife and uncontrollably... Must have been nervous thing or something.
Yeah.
But laughing, and I was like facing my jumper, like I have to get up and leave here because I am fucking
bright red,
and I
sweating, laughing.
Not stop it. And it was like, and the people was like, "Are you alright? Are you alright?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just having to go." I get in the car and pace myself laughing. Like it was just, why? Don't know.
I think it's a thing of we just don't deal with uncomfortable. It's not that we don't deal with being sad or whatever, you know what I mean? But like I can't be in a room where everything's serious and everyone's not. I'm like, my body's just like, it's fucking awful. Change it. Yeah. And you just need to say something funny. And if you can't say something funny, you think of something funny.
Yeah.
And even, or if you're at a funeral and everything's dead serious. I think I was at a funeral and so, like a lady in high heels fell. And I fucking laughed at it for about 3. Even on the drive home, I was like, that was fucking hilarious.
You still really,
yeah, that's one of those. You're like, but the whole hall's quiet. You have to pretend you were coughing. Do you know what I mean? Beg pardon the pun, but I totally get that.
Yeah.
Whereas me and you have been situations where there's been people like fully arguing and something, and you're looking at each other like, don't even look at me because I'm gonna fucking burst out laughing.
What was that?
There's been that like at Limelight we've been in places like people have been shouting. Do you know what I mean? Arguing, right. And me and you are like smiling at each other like don't. Or I've been in meetings with Dave with stuff and like it's dead serious and we're like, have to take us out or this needs to be done. This is dead serious, dead serious. And like he'll send me like a photo of like someone with a big dick and I'm like, and like you have to like mute your mic on Zoom and all because you're bouncing. So I get that, like I really do. But you were away this week. You were at Tato Park.
I was at Tato Park, yeah.
And you sadly didn't get to skip the queues with my wee legs.
No, everybody sent me a message. Wee Willie, where was he with you?
How was it?
It was great. I love Tato Park. Like it's not Florida. It's
not Disneyland.
Do you know what I mean? But we had a good day because we worked it out. So we got the 2 older ones. Nah, cost an absolute fortune.
What are we talking?
It cost me £45 for the 2 kids, and then the 2 younger ones was £35 each.
Fuck off. Wait, this is each?
Yeah, for an armband, right? So we got that. And normally you could go down and pay like 20 or 10 in and you aren't on the raids.
Yeah.
So we get down there. We didn't buy tickets for ourselves. We just thought we'll pay the thing. And we get down there and they were like, no, you have to take an armband. Since COVID, we've changed that. So literally we had to pay another fucking £90 for me and Audrey just to get in. Like, and we weren't on anything apart from on with the kids, but
yeah.
the 2 kids with the 2 and 4, sure they can't get on anything.
Aye.
There's very little raids like for them, but the big queues. But it was a lovely day. We all got sunburnt and very tiring, but no, we had a good day.
What are the rides like? I imagine it's a step above Thunderland.
There's Coo Holland, which is a big wooden roller coaster, which is probably their best thing.
Aye.
I wasn't on it yesterday, like, but it's a decent enough roller coaster.
Do you get free crisps?
At the end of it when you walk out.
Fuck off, that's it?
Yeah.
There should be just a barrel of them. No. Just take.
Somebody told me yesterday that Tato don't own it anymore, but they must still own it.
No, it's running out, like their license, it's someone else taking it over.
Right, okay.
I need to go before it closes.
Ireland needs a lot more than just Tato Park, like. They need like loads of more stuff.
Is it in Ireland?
No, it's in fucking England.
No, I mean, like, you know, actual Ireland, like down south.
What? No, mate, it's just an island. It's just one island. It's the island of Ireland.
I love how we're a year into this show, and this will still come up as we go, well, no, but actually...
Well, if you're going to say stupid things...
Is it in the occupied 6, or is it in the free 20?
I was able to drive in my car from my house directly to this without crossing any borders
Yeah.
or going through any checkpoints or having to show my passport or having to do anything like that.
Alright.
So it was on the same
All right,
island
so
that I
Glasgow's
live
in
on.
England then.
No,
Bite you wee
that
bastard.
one.
But what county is it in then? If you're going to be facetious,
County Meath.
Right. So how far is that? 2-3 hours?
2-3 hours.
I don't know where Meath is.
3 hours would bring you till the bottom of Ireland, for fuck's sake.
No, it fucking wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would. 3 hours would bring you to fucking Waterford.
2 hours takes you to about Dublin.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
How far? Well, at the speed you go, maybe. But
You're
I thought you'd
fucking
slow it down with the family. in the car.
I left our house, I think at 9:30, got a diesel, got a McDonald's breakfast, and we were there for 11:05.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
So,
Yeah, fair enough.
100 mile an hour down.
You can tell it's coming up the election period in this country when we get all riled up and be like, no, Ireland isn't that big.
I just mean that, like, I was just able to drive. Yeah, I suppose you can drive to fucking Wales and Scotland and England, but they are on an island together.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They actually have
that-
status of being
That's
other countries.
That's my point.
Yes, no, that this isn't a country.
We'll argue over this.
It's down as a province.
We're our own way. Well, the saying is, "Are we country?" Right? That's my argument.
listen,
I'm sticking. There is a mural with Gareth Macaulay
Is
on
it
it
what?
that says, "A mural with
Are you sure it's him, though?
yeah." There's a mural with
It doesn't really look like him.
it fucking looks like Shrek, but it says, "Are we country?" on
There's
it.
another one where it's meant to be David Healy scoring against England, and like,
It's not too bad.
no, it doesn't look.
It's
like,
not. It's not as bad as the Gareth Macaulay one. The Gareth Macaulay, his eyes are on separate parts of his face. He looks
Then
like
there's
Sloth
another
from the
one with
Goonies.
Michael Stone, and he looks like he's Billy Ray Cyrus, for fuck's sake.
My favourite one's the one with the gunman. He
Don't
looks like,
break my heart. My achy breaky heart.
my favourite one's the one of the gunman, but looks like someone's just stuck a finger up his hole before the mural was painted. And he's like, ooh. Like we camp. Ooh.
Prepare for peas, ready for more.
Speaking of fucking election time, I had to get interviewed for BBC before Lovers last night. For they were doing some show on the election,
Right.
and they're like, we need to interview a comedian, so Colin's like, get him.
Right.
And the questions were like,
Because you have a politics degree.
I think it's that, and I'm the only. Yeah, I was the only one that was on the lineup that would do a political joke.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
And what did they ask you? Did they ask you to tell a joke?
No, they just recorded a bit of them set. So the first half of the set,
So what is it? Just you going, I'm William Thompson, and then they just cut because they can't use any of it,
no, I actually agreed. I was like, I will do 2 jokes,
right?
and I'll not swear or be dirty for those jokes.
They still won't show.
I know,
It's the BBC. It's like,
I know.
no.
But
That's too risky. He said Thompson. Wow.
that was the ISIS girl joke. That's not a risky joke.
They will not show that.
That's a fine
They
joke.
will.
That'll be alright.
100%.
Nah, they
it's
won't-
fine,
nah, they
but
won't
they
show
will
it.
not
Nah.
show that.
But it was funny because like after I was like, I'll do the clean stuff in the first half. And then the second half, I was coming out and just doing all fingering and being like, fuck, there's a guy who said he tattooed a guy on a dick, and I did a whole fucking minute-long routine on
There's
his
a guy there that
tattooed a cock guy. But this was amazing. So he's from Whitehead, right? And I was like, what's the weirdest tattoo you've ever done? He's like, I tattooed a guy's cock. I was like, what did he get in his cock? Just the word Moby. So it's his Moby dick.
is your man a tattoo artist.
Yeah. Willie G tattoo, shout out to you.
Is that who it was?
Yeah. I didn't realise that's who it was till after.
Because genuinely, I couldn't get that done here.
Yeah, I think it was his mate. Do you know what I mean? I don't think a guy just called into the shop.
That's like need to hook up with this guy Moby.
Do you want your
No,
dick
it's
to look
just-
like a
it's
UDA
just-
man's sleeve?
I mean, let's look. No, I mean, I have one. This guy has one. There's literally another one guy that I know has it in Ireland, and that's it. It's like 3 of us.
Cock.
Yeah,
I need to hook up with this guy.
we need to like set up a wee Facebook group.
The next Mudblood, I'm not going to be here. She's going to be that dude with a tattooed dick.
Moby.
I think I'm getting one of my arse. That's about the worst I'll get in a tattoo.
What are you getting on your arse?
The tattoo we're all getting.
You should get a disabled badge.
On my arse. I don't know, because people are going to start
And
parking
then
there.
people say, listen, we hear that, and you just go, where's your badge?
Not even just the symbol. Like, it has my full details on it.
I would.
My arse isn't big enough for that.
Yeah, it is.
It's how fucking dare you, Pat?
I've seen it.
You've not seen my arse.
Not your gaping part.
No, yeah.
I've
I
definitely-
didn't think you.
I've definitely seen your arse.
No, not your gaping.
Look, I
us.
had a look. You were sleeping. There's
Like looking in the McDonald's bag.
I'll see a photo.
Weirdly, yeah. Weirdly, for as long as we've been friends, I've never seen you naked. And you've never
Thank
seen me
fuck.
naked.
Thank fuck.
Let's change it. Come on, fuck. Patreon exclusive, guys. Mudblood After Dark. It's just us naked.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, only Mudblood only fans. Us beside all the biggest
Did I get
murals
that
in the
right for
country.
once in my life?
You did. You normally call the fans only or an
Actually,
only fan.
I actually thought there and went, I can't say fans only because that's the right name. I have to change it here and to change it to the right one.
Because you.
So
you,
when I try,
Yeah.
I actually get it wrong.
Yeah.
Or get it right.
Yeah. Because when you try to annoy me and you call fans only, and I'm like, it's not what's
Fans
called.
only. It's the Ireland one.
Yeah.
Orgies don't join it.
You see the girl when Ukraine kicked off, she was like 50% off for all my subs in Ukraine.
Is that right?
So she was getting her fucking slice out for 50% for a war-torn country. So bring back the troubles,
The
guys.
thing I didn't know about it, there's some people I've seen on that, and I was going, she's hardly on that.
Aye.
But apparently they don't do as much showing.
No, you could literally, like, we could put our podcast on OnlyFans.
Right, okay.
You
I
can
think you've
put
told me this
you can
before.
put anything on it. Aye.
No, but I mean, there's some celebrities on it.
Aye,
And they're
there
like,
is.
she's hardly getting her dude out. Like,
Or some celebrities do just get fucking rattled on it. Like Cara Katona, I'm pretty sure, just gets fucking rattled on it.
what?
Yeah, she has it.
Like full on
Yeah. Getting banged
by
out.
her fella, like?
I assume so.
Does he get a cut?
I don't know if he's circumcised or not, like, but he's
No,
definitely
but
on
does
there
he get a
rattling.
cut of money, like?
I dare say so, yeah.
Big lad's working for it, you know what I mean? Like,
Our Patreon guest today, Jordan Robinson, head over to Patreon. He has a wee OnlyFans story.
oh no, I know. he
Yeah,
does.
don't know if I've told it on this though. It's fucking amazing.
Um,
But like, it's so weird that that's such a normal thing now.
yeah.
Like I know some like people on my street have it.
Look, people's always paid to see things.
Yeah.
Like if you go back in the 50s, a girl in a fucking bikini's really fucking was way out there.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that it's
but we're going
developed.
so far now. It's
I
gonna
know,
be
but
like,
I mean, there's nothing you can't see.
no, yeah, I know, but that's
That's
what I
the
mean.
point,
Like back in the 50s, it'd be like, oh fuck, she's showing a bit of leg. That's risky.
Do you know, like,
And now there's someone with a gaping asshole, and you're like, that's
your
that's
15-year-old
nothing to me.
wee
now.
lad's able to tell his granny what scissoring is, then, do you know what I mean? Just shows you how far the world's come.
Has that been a conversation you've been privy to?
Well, what technically happened was I got Podrick and
Your
my
man.
mother-in-law tickets till fucking Kevin Hart
Yeah, Chris Rock.
and Chris Rock.
But that was I'm not being racist. There's people who think Chris Rock's Kevin
It's
Hart
just being
before
racist.
people
He
think
just-
I'm being
he just
racist.
says they all look the same. That's what
Yeah.
I did say before it
Yeah.
started. But
They all look the same.
I sent
It's a
the-
country.
I
These are
sent-
things I believe.
I sent the two of them down till because they're the only two watching.
Yeah.
So I thought they deserved the 2 tickets that I was given.
That's weird that your mum watches them, like.
Not my mum, her mum.
Oh, her mum?
My mother.
Oh, it wasn't Mary, no?
No.
No.
And I was away. We were in Glasgow.
We were, yeah.
And he sent me a message and I was like, well, how's it going? He says, Gaddis is just off. Fuck you. I had to explain to my granny what scissoring was.
And you're going to be hard because, you know, your granny's of that generation who still can't say lesbian. Do you know what I mean? They're like,
What do you mean there's lesbians?
lesbian.
Lesbian. It's one of them.
She
ones-
walks the
it's
other
like-
side of the
it's
road.
Like women, like you can't say the word. Like if somebody took up a prod from your area,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Do you know Joanne?"
Yeah.
It's a state nah. Don't say the word.
Yeah, yeah.
Whispered.
Yeah.
It's like a generational thing.
You went with that wee girl, Wells? Yeah, she was.
Did you hear about Frankie's
Binion.
daughter?
Yeah. Yeah. See, when they do it like that, it makes it sound like it's a delicious, like, wheat donut. I love a wheat lesbian.
It sounds like a fucking meal for two from
Yeah.
Marks and Spencer's. Albatross would
Yeah.
have it.
Like, you're on a date, but you're getting the Chinese. Like, go get the wee lesbian. Get the wee lesbian. Be all right.
Only to tea in Marks and Spencer's.
I remember when you were like, because when that first show, the first Limelight one, I know it's hard to get tickets for them in general, but that first one was like fucking gold dust. Couldn't get them, and you got them for Podrick, and you're like, oh, he'll be well buzzing, and then you were like, how was it? And he was like, that was alright. Like,
You sure?
that's such a teenage
No,
boy
no
thing.
words. No words to describe it. Did you have the time of your life? Sure.
Yeah. Did you enjoy that 1 in a million ticket to the biggest
what?
comedian in the world that got you? That was it.
It was like Charlie and the
Fine,
Chocolate Factory. Like the wee spoiled girl.
Yeah.
I want one now.
Yeah. Yeah. Or the kid who's going around the chocolate factory on his phone the whole time.
Yeah.
Who's that Mike TV?
Mike TV.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, we're brewing a chocolate waterfall. And he's like, I don't give
Two
one
fuck.
fuck. Like,
Just give me whatever's coming to me.
yeah. Know who I hate from that movie? Grandpa Joe.
You think he's now a pervert? Lying in that bed all that
I don't
time,
think he's a
and then
pervert. I think he's a benefit cheat.
Then he was able to just get up and fuck
I have
off
a golden
the-
ticket. Yo, by the way, no way you've been wiping my hole for 20 years. I can do cartwheels. Cheeky.
Where do you see when I take the bubblegum stuff and can
Yeah.
float the ceiling, you cunts?
It's like people carrying my bags to the airport and then I just get up and start running away. Like, you cheeky bastard.
It's like, what do you mean you haven't been able to get cold for 20 years? You cunt sitting in that bed. As soon as he comes in with a ticket, you're like, oh,
I'm taking him.
fuck America. That was a golden ticket. Fucking made me able to walk again. That fucking feels great.
That's a wonder. I hated the new one they did of that movie, the Johnny Depp one.
Right. Did you not like his character or did you just not like the film?
I don't like Tim Burton. Not that he's bad, he's just not for me. He does weird shit.
Yes.
And also Johnny Depp made Willy Wonka seem like a
Michael
pedo. Yeah, he literally made him Michael Jackson.
Hi, I'm Michael.
Yeah. Where's Jim
My
Well?
factory.
Yeah.
Come and see my chocolate balls. They're the only thing that's brown on me. Do you think Michael Jackson's balls were brown?
I used to make milk chocolate, now it's just
Do you think
white.
the bleached everything and just left him with a big black dick and balls?
Well, if his court cases are to go by, his dick was one of the first things affected by the vitiligo or vitiligo.
Is that right?
Yeah, like he would be a black guy with like just a big fucking white cock on him. Do you know what I mean? So that was one of the first things they used when they were like, how they disproved his initial, or like they argued they disproved his initial abusers. They had to describe his dick and balls, and they didn't describe obviously, because how would you know if you hadn't seen it that he basically had a white man's dick?
But he did have a white one.
Yeah, not like pure white, but there was like big patches of it. Do you know when a bird hasn't done the fake tan, got it off from the night before? That's what his dick looked like, essentially.
The back of the ankles, you missed her.
Yeah, that's what his dick looked like, essentially. Sean's left in disgust at that last remark.
It was like
Say what you want, don't joke about Michael Jackson.
It's like one of them Easter bunny fucking things you get from fucking legal at Easter.
Where it has the wee patches of white.
Some parts of it's black, brown, some parts of it's white.
I hate when chocolate bars do that. Milk and white chocolate don't go well together.
Do you think anybody ever said to Michael Jackson, here, that was all white a minute ago.
Jesus.
Why is it all brown now?
There's bits of red on it from the blood. There's so many pedos from your day and age when you were growing up, or like you were, a teenager, where I look back on now, like my
We
generation.
didn't know they were pedos.
But we'd look back at them and go, like, how did you not know they were pedos?
Yeah.
Savile, Jackson,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Glitter. Weird fucking dudes who just, like, if you're, like, it's a Kevin Bridges joke, but if you were to draw a pedophile, that's what you would draw.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you guys never knew. Rolf Harris,
I think we did know.
did you know?
I think we did.
Yeah.
No. I think we did know. You just were told to be quiet.
2 seconds. Are we Patreon guests ringing us here? Sorry.
Well, just answer it on it.
Oh, hello, bro. Hello? Am I being pocket dialed?
Hello?
Hello.
No.
What's up?
Hi, man. Are you here?
Yep.
Are you here?
Are you here?
Are you here?
Why is it my mind like talking to a deaf person? Hello?
Yeah, I'm just... yeah, I'm here. I'm outside.
Right, no worries. I'll send
in.
Sean down to get you.
Tell him to come in. Come in. Come up the second floor.
Sweet. Yeah, come up onto the second... Is it second floor or fourth
No
floor?
bother.
Yeah, come up the second floor. All right, we're recording an episode now. You're literally going to be in the episode, me talking to you.
Okay, cool.
No worries. All right. Yep. Bye-bye. I'd say we're about, look at my phone here, about 40 minutes in. Do you want to take some questions?
Yeah.
We've actually, this one flew in. I didn't realise we've been talking that long. So, I'll go off my profile first. I fucking love that wee photo, don't we? That's him in San Francisco.
Las Vegas.
So, Thomas Alex 13 says we should get Jerry Adams on with Paddy. We've tried.
He said no.
Yeah, you asked him to his face.
He said no.
And he said, stop talking to me. But he genuinely did. We would love him on, he wouldn't do it. Can William do a... Why are you obsessed with Jerry Adams, Thomas Alex? Can William do a Jerry Adams impression? Not as good as yours. I was never in the IRA. I certainly have friends that was in the IRA. I can't do impressions.
Because you're Protestant.
I sound like Zippy from Rainbow. There's a good one, Claire O'Neill. Johnny Depp or Amber Heard. Whose side are you on? You been following this?
bits and pieces. So to take... Just
Johnny
fucking-
Depp.
Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp. I don't even know who Amber Heard is.
She was
But if he
in
did-
Gossip Girl.
If he did, never watched it.
I'd be surprised if he had her.
If he did do the things to her, well, fuck him, man. He deserves a bang. I was in the car yesterday and I heard him on the radio saying that he was very successful prior to this coming out, and now he says it would be like, oh fuck, what did he say? He sort of was saying like it's like you're fucking one day you're fucking thing, next day you're just nothing.
Yeah.
That's what he was.
But that's-
and he says it's not fair.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. And I think the argument, his argument is she was the one abusing him.
Right.
So it's hard to know who to believe. I would
There's
trust.
always two stories,
Yeah.
and then somewhere in the middle.
They just
there's
sound like the
truth.
couple that would wreck every night out
Yeah.
with an argument. Do you know what I mean? They're there 10 being like, you're always on the fucking gear and I'm sitting there with the kids. You're fucking getting on. They
no.
sound like that couple.
No,
Do you know what I
he
mean?
definitely does loads of gear, and he definitely parties like fuck, and he definitely probably
Yeah.
rides around him. So
But then there's like video clips of her admitting she hit him. He has a lot of photo evidence of like, so she's like scrubbed down his face and he's went to his bodyguard, take a fucking photo of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit like that. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll be honest, I think I'm leaning towards, I believe Johnny Depp.
yeah.
I think so, from what I've been following, but I'm not reading it that much.
Yeah, well, look, who are we to judge? We're only
Yeah.
two wee lads from Belfast.
Yeah. But it's that argument, people are like, cancel culture isn't a thing. It's like, you may not stop people from working entirely, but people's careers are definitely getting hit over shit where it's like, not even in the case of Johnny Depp, but like they've said the wrong thing or they've done something fucking 40 years ago that's not even a crime.
Right, okay.
And their careers get fucking hit by it. And people are like, cancel culture's not real though. And you're like, it kind of is.
Yeah.
Sally McCall, tell me something you think is true that nobody agrees with you on. Well, I think Northern Ireland's a country, which is a fucking hot topic here.
Well, if people do agree with you on that,
They
obviously.
do. And we all get together and we march.
Yes, on the 11th.
What's something you think straight no one agrees with you on? It's Bob Wire is your one.
No. Probably that the people of Ireland got smaller after the famine.
Yeah, I don't believe
It has been proved. So
I still don't believe it. We need a historian on, and we need to just.
There was actually somebody on the actual feed who was like a college professor or something. And he posted,
Davey IRA college professor.
He posted underneath Shane's actual video, the original one, and was like, Paddy's right. And then put his theses up.
I don't think it was
He
the
put
people.
a picture of his shite. Why'd you put
That's
that
the most
up for?
dad joke you've ever made. I don't think it was the people got smaller that we disagreed with. It was the everyone in Kerry was 7 foot. Was the aspect that no one agreed with.
No, I think that people just, any anti-Irish people just didn't want to know it.
What's the biggest surprise you've had in the last few months and why? I don't even think career-wise, I've had a good few things like
Surprise?
surprise.
I hate questions like this.
Yeah, because
It puts
I'm
me
not
on the
ready
spot
for it.
and
Yeah, I'm not ready for it.
Fuck, I don't know.
I can't think. I actually can't think. Carter Drew Booty, who out of the local comedians do you think would end up in prison first and what for? Why are you looking at me? I'm not going to jail. I'm too pretty.
Probably Mickey Bartlett.
What for?
Just for being a fucking tit. Do you know what I mean? I could just see, like...
We're going to get comments on it. Why does Paddy hate Mickey
No,
Bartlett?
I don't. I love Mickey. I mean, like, because during COVID, like, it had that video of him in the bar, the Dark Horse, or fucking the Heart Bar or something, and he wasn't meant to be dancing, and he get up and dance. So something silly like that would get Mickey lifted.
Aaron Butler for when they find the bodies under his fucking...
possibly.
Yeah, in his closet.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a cunt who wears skim. Like, I love Butler.
Cormac McDermott
Aye, he'll get done.
smuggling cocaine out of Peru. And he's like,
Not even out of Peru. He'd get caught coming out of the falls.
Roar!
Me and him once bought a bag of weed through the Peacewalls.
Is that right?
Like, no, the wee hatch in it. The dealer was on the other side and we got it through.
Jesus.
I was like,
Cross a bar, kids.
that's progress.
That's
Isn't
what the
it?
stuff's called.
Gotta cross the bar, kids. Got a wee strain of in the name of thy father if you want that there. You wake up the next morning going, I didn't do it.
But I've got this bag of stuff here now. It's up to you. You want to take it? It's called Rack of Peace Process. And there's Break the Ceasefire. That there stuff's just beyond the pale.
Lovely stuff in there, bro. It's called decommissioning. It's fucking brilliant. It's brilliant.
There's just stuff to keep the tap covered. It's called the Ices of Anne Frank.
Anne Frank, very, very instrumental in the Troubles, wasn't she?
Well, have you seen
Got a
that
couple
from the
of
New Lads? Is there not nobody from the fucking New
Is
Lads
this gonna
called
be
Anne Frank?
There's going to be a patty fact.
It's true.
Anne Frank's flat was in Davis.
From the New Lads, Anne Frank.
Got a couple of blue interments in there for you, bro, if you want them. I can't read this because I think it's in like Spanish or something. What's that say?
Well, we're... Will Cadogum Gul Gaji on letters. Toilet, please.
Ah, right. I don't speak parcel tongue, so I don't know what that says.
Go right.
What's happening? Fuck
Go
off.
ahead.
Oh, fair. I love how you were struggling and Sean had to like whisper it to you, like when a kid's on stage
No,
with nativity
it was-
in his mouth
No,
going,
no.
take him
No,
to the table.
no. It's because of the way they done it.
Aye.
Yeah.
What, they wrote it in Irish?
Big
and you can't
Nolan
read it?
on his gay holiday to Florida
Don't read
from
that out.
Tolsey 2508.
Why?
No
Don't-
idea.
Don't read that out.
It could be Patsy Nolan from fucking Peachmont.
It was Colleen Nolan.
Do you know what I
a
mean?
big
You
gay
just don't
holiday
know.
to microwave.
Yeah. How are you and Paddy doing?
I'm doing alright.
I'm doing alright. Carrick Focus 17. Do you think that's somebody that drives a fucking Ford Focus
In Carrick?
in Carrick?
Yeah, no, it's someone who owns an opticians in Carrick.
Right. You should get Michael Conlon on.
I want Mickey Conlon on now.
Do you know?
I do.
Well, you need to stop talking that bollocks you keep talking.
What about Mickey Conlon?
Alright.
I do not disparage the word of Mickey Conlon at all. Is it because the word of Mickey Conlon, like he's a fucking book in
Andrew
the Bible?
Rand, were you late for the pod?
No, I like doing this one, so I wasn't late for
Were you
it.
late for his one? Were you late for his one?
I was asleep when he rang me at like 11:30.
You're always a fucking late.
I am not. I was on
The
time
day
today.
you weren't, you were on time of day.
I was on. I've been on time here for the
But
past
we're
few
off
weeks.
for
can we?
Easter, so you're in Easter time, so you sort of, there was no traffic.
Do you know what I mean? I'm a busy
Which-
guy.
No.
There was no traffic. Today was fucking horrendous from traffic. I come from Dundonald up the West Link into West Belfast, and you're gonna tell me
I can
there's
do it
no
in 5
traffic?
minutes.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I can.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I can.
You could get Dundonald to West Belfast in 5 minutes.
Yes.
No fucking worries.
Yes, I can.
Right? Set your wee phone, record your journey.
We'll do it.
Right.
Right?
You do that, I'll let you tattoo whatever you
Okay.
want. My arse.
Right?
There's
Is that
the
a
deal. Yeah, that's the deal. Shake my hand. You can get whatever tattoo on my ass.
If I can get
If
from
you can get
West Belfast, we'll
Yeah.
do it on Patreon. We'll put the
Set a
camera
wee
in the
clock
car.
on. Yeah, 100%. I'll do
Right.
that. Yeah,
And you'll get whatever.
100%.
If I do it in 5 minutes.
Whatever.
Right.
If you can do it in 5 minutes.
You're thick.
And you're a liar, so.
If Stephen Nolan was your dad, would you tell people?
No. I don't tell people who my actual dad is, so.
Stephen Nolan.
Imagine it was. And that's why I dislike
You
him
wouldn't
so
be on
much.
this. I wouldn't let you on.
This would be on Radio Walster if
I
I was.
wouldn't let you on.
No. No, that's sectarian, Patrick.
No, it's nothing to do with it.
Where did we get Ruth from?
Lisburn.
You drove up that road faster than anything I've ever seen before in my life. So if you can drive that fast.
Oh, listen, he has no idea. I can literally do it in 5 minutes.
So I want to see it happen, and I will get whatever on my ass.
Can you be in the car?
Yeah, I'll be in the car filming it, like.
Right, okay.
100%.
I don't want to go on, you drive too fast.
No, I mean, don't kill
Can
me.
we do it in your car?
No.
Why not?
No, 'cause you have to do it in your car.
Why?
Because you're not
It's too
cheating.
easy in my car.
No, we'll do it in your car.
It's too easy.
You're not allowed to be
Is
in.
that it? All the questions?
That's all the questions, yeah.
Right, thanks very much, everybody.
Yes,
See
thank you
later.
very much, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Anything to plug before you go?
Bye.
Fucking doing it with a child.
To plug my phone in here because it's Dan.
My Limelight shows are basically sold out. I will be announcing one in Limelight, one for November.
Aye.
That's
I've
all
my
that is.
tour starting September the 30th in Newcastle, and then leading up to the 2 waterfront shows, one on the 12th of November sold out, and then the one on the 9th is flying.
Very good. So
So-
check out Paddy's tour.
We've only about 700 tickets left for second show.
Good
so
man.
get them.
Good man.
Get them booked.
Get them red. Get on it.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you very much. See you next week.
I feel electric when you go.